Life is fleeting. Days blur into weeks, weeks into months, and before we know it, years slip away like sand through our fingers. But what if we could make every moment count, especially after 60? In Buddhism, life is seen as a precious, impermanent gift, a chance to awaken, to heal, and to find deeper meaning. And as we step into the later chapters of life, the question isn't just how much time we have left, but how we spend it. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose, feeling grounded, present, and connected to the world around you. Imagine releasing the weight of the past and embracing the clarity that comes from a mind at peace. This is not just wishful thinking. This is the essence of a Buddhist way of life, a path that invites us to slow down, reflect, and use our remaining time wisely. But how? How can we make the most of our days, especially after 60? Today, we'll uncover 7 profound Buddhist techniques that can transform how we live, love, and let go. These are not just spiritual practices, but practical, life-changing steps that can help us align with our true self and live with intention and grace. You are in Zen Companion, a sanctuary for the mind and soul. Before we continue this transformative journey together, take a moment to connect with the energy of this message. Hit the like button to anchor this wisdom, and subscribe to our channel to keep the flow of powerful insights coming. Every action you take helps this message reach more souls seeking clarity and purpose. In the comments below, type the mantra "My purpose guides my every breath, and my life flows in endless harmony." Feel the essence of these words resonate within you as you write them, a declaration to the universe that you are committed to a life of meaning and longevity. Let this affirmation be a powerful reminder of your inner strength and divine purpose. And finally, share this video with someone who might need these words today. The more we spread this message, the more we uplift not only ourselves but the entire collective. Let's keep this ripple of positive energy flowing, touching lives and inspiring hearts. As we move into the later stages of life, the way we spend our days takes on even greater significance. After 60, many people find themselves reflecting on their past choices, questioning their purpose, and seeking ways to live more intentionally. Buddhist teachings offer a powerful framework for navigating this stage of life with wisdom, clarity, and inner peace. The following 7 techniques are designed to help you release emotional burdens, cultivate meaningful connections, and discover a renewed sense of purpose. These methods are not just abstract concepts, they are practical steps you can incorporate into your daily routine to bring more fulfillment, peace, and joy to each moment. Let's explore them one by one. Technique 1: Mindful reflection. In Buddhism, the practice of mindful reflection is a gentle yet profound way to reconnect with the self. It is the act of sitting quietly, in the stillness of the early morning, when the world is still hushed and the mind is less cluttered by the noise of daily life. This is a sacred time to look inward, to pause, and to ask questions that ground the heart and soul. What am I grateful for? What is my purpose today? These simple, yet powerful questions are more than mere words. They are keys that unlock the deeper layers of the mind, allowing one to access a place of clarity and inner peace. Gratitude, in particular, is a transformative practice that shifts the focus from what is lacking to what is already present. Research has shown that those who engage in daily gratitude reflections experience lower levels of stress, improved sleep, and heightened feelings of contentment. In Buddhism, gratitude is not just a fleeting thought but a state of being. It is the act of acknowledging even the smallest of blessings, the warmth of a cup of tea, the gentle breeze against the skin, the sound of birds singing at dawn. This intentional focus on the present moment creates a ripple effect, calming the nervous system and centering the mind. Yet, Mindful reflection is not only about gratitude, it is also about purpose. Life after 60 can feel like a blank canvas, and each day is a new opportunity to paint it with intention. Asking, "What is my purpose today?" invites a moment of quiet introspection, a moment to align actions with values. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or monumental. It can be as simple as reaching out to a friend, tending to a garden, or taking a slow walk in nature. In Buddhist teachings, the purpose is often found in the small, seemingly insignificant acts that connect us to ourselves and others. Mindful reflection is a practice that can be cultivated in many ways. Some prefer to journal, allowing thoughts to flow freely onto paper. Others might choose to sit in silence, letting the mind settle like a leaf gently drifting to the ground. The important thing is to create a sacred space, a quiet corner by the window, a soft cushion in a sunlit room, a warm spot on the porch. Let this be a time for reconnecting, for breathing deeply, for allowing the mind to unwind and the heart to open. In the moments of stillness, as the world awakens, clarity emerges. The mind becomes like a calm lake, its surface no longer disturbed by the winds of distraction. In this space, the answers to life's deepest questions can often be found, not in words, but in the soft, gentle whisper of the heart. And with each morning reflection, life takes on a new hue, one colored by presence, gratitude, and purpose. Technique 2. Letting go of attachments. In Buddhism, the concept of letting go is a cornerstone of inner peace and emotional liberation. It is the practice of releasing what no longer serves, not in a way that dismisses or denies the past, but in a way that acknowledges it, learns from it, and then gently sets it free. This process is not about erasing memories or experiences, but about loosening the grip they have on the mind and heart. Imagine life as a journey through a vast landscape. Along the way, burdens are picked up, unresolved conflicts, unmet expectations, unspoken words, and lingering regrets. These burdens can feel like heavy stones in a backpack, weighing down the spirit and clouding the present moment. The Buddhist practice of letting go is the act of recognizing each stone for what it is and then, with compassion, placing it gently on the ground. It is not about forgetting or discarding, but about releasing the weight, allowing the soul to move forward with greater lightness and ease. In the later stages of life, attachments often come in the form of unresolved emotions tied to past experiences. There may be lingering resentment toward a loved one, sadness over unfulfilled dreams, or fear of what the future holds. Letting go does not mean pretending these feelings do not exist. It means acknowledging them fully, breathing into them, and then allowing them to dissipate like mist under the morning sun. One way to practice letting go is through visualization. Close the eyes and picture each unresolved issue as a tangible object, a stone, a leaf, a cloud. Hold it in the mind's eye, observing its shape, its weight, its texture. Then, imagine placing it on a river, watching as the current gently carries it away. Feel the release in the body, the softening in the chest, the easing of the shoulders. This practice can be repeated daily, each time focusing on a different attachment, each time feeling the lightness grow. Another method is to write a letter to oneself or to another person, expressing all the thoughts and emotions that have been held inside. The letter doesn't need to be sent. It can be burned, buried, or simply folded away. The act of writing is itself a form of release, a way to give voice to the inner self and then to let those words go. Letting go is not a single act but an ongoing practice. Old wounds may resurface, familiar patterns may reappear. In these moments, it can be helpful to return to the breath, to ground oneself in the present moment, to remind oneself that life is like a river, ever flowing, ever changing. In Buddhist teachings, It is said that clinging to the past is like grasping a rope that burns the hand. The tighter the grip, the deeper the pain. By letting go, the hand is freed, the pain subsides, and the river of life continues to flow. Letting go does not mean losing what was cherished. Rather, it means releasing the need to control, to fix, to hold on to what is no longer within reach. It is the act of trusting that life will unfold as it should, that each moment will bring its own gift, and that true freedom is found not in possession, but in surrender. Technique 3. Cultivating compassion. Compassion is the heart of Buddhist practice and a healing force that nurtures both the giver and the receiver. To cultivate compassion means to open the heart gently, not only toward others but also toward oneself, especially in the quiet moments when self-judgment or doubt arise. This practice invites a tender kindness that embraces imperfections and honors the shared experience of being human. At this stage in life, compassion can be a balm for old wounds and a bridge to renewed connection. It asks us to look beyond surface judgments and to recognize the struggles, joys, and fears that weave through every life story. Compassion begins by acknowledging the pain within, without resistance or shame. It is a soft whisper in the midst of suffering, reminding us that we are not alone. One way to cultivate compassion is through loving-kindness meditation, where gentle wishes for peace and happiness are sent first to oneself, then extended outward to loved ones, strangers, and even those with whom there is conflict. This meditation gradually dissolves barriers, fostering empathy and a deeper understanding that suffering is a shared human condition. Compassion also invites patience, especially toward oneself. It allows space for healing without pressure or expectation. As Buddha taught, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This reminder encourages embracing moments of vulnerability with grace and acceptance, transforming them into opportunities for growth. Living with compassion also transforms relationships, opening channels of genuine connection and forgiveness. When the heart softens, judgments give way to acceptance, and communication flows more freely. This creates a ripple effect, touching not only personal circles but also the wider world. In everyday life, compassion can be expressed in simple acts, listening deeply without interruption, offering a smile, or simply being present. These small gestures carry immense power, healing invisible wounds and nurturing bonds that sustain and enrich the spirit. Cultivating compassion is not always easy. It requires courage to face pain and the willingness to extend kindness beyond familiar boundaries. Yet, with each act of compassion, the heart grows lighter, and a profound peace takes root, a peace that transcends circumstances and reflects the true nature of the soul. Technique 4. Embracing impermanence. One of the most profound teachings in Buddhism is the understanding that everything in life is impermanent, ever-changing and never fixed. Embracing impermanence means recognizing that every moment, emotion, and circumstance is transient, and this awareness can bring a deep sense of freedom and acceptance. In the years beyond 60, the reality of change becomes especially visible. Bodies shift, relationships evolve, and familiar routines transform. Instead of resisting these natural flows, embracing impermanence encourages a gentle acceptance of life's ebb and flow. It invites a shift from holding tightly to what once was or what we wish to be, toward living fully in the present moment, appreciating it for what it is. This practice does not diminish the value of experiences or attachments, but offers a perspective that softens the grip of fear and clinging. When we understand that pain and joy alike are fleeting, we learn to savor moments of happiness without desperation and to meet challenges with resilience rather than resistance. To cultivate this awareness, one might observe the changing seasons, noticing how each phase holds its own beauty and inevitability. Similarly, reflecting on the breath, how each inhale and exhale flows seamlessly into the next, can anchor us in the present and remind us of life's continuous movement. Embracing impermanence also encourages forgiveness, both toward ourselves and others. Recognizing that everyone is on a path of change allows compassion for past mistakes and an openness to new beginnings. It gently releases the weight of regrets and grudges, making space for healing and growth. In daily life, embracing impermanence can be practiced by letting go of rigid expectations and welcoming spontaneity. It may be found in savoring a sunset, feeling gratitude for a simple meal, or cherishing conversations that might not come again. This mindset transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, as every moment becomes a precious gift. By opening to impermanence, life unfolds with a graceful acceptance, and the heart learns to dance with change rather than resist it. This dance brings a peaceful knowing that, though nothing lasts forever, every experience contributes to the richness of the journey. Technique 5. Healing ancestral wounds. In Buddhist teachings, the recognition of ancestral energy and inherited patterns is an important step toward deep healing and liberation. Healing ancestral wounds means gently uncovering the emotional burdens passed down through generations, patterns of pain, fear, or unresolved trauma that may quietly shape thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without conscious awareness. This process invites a compassionate exploration of family history and inner inherited landscapes, not to assign blame, but to understand and release. Like a river that carries sediment downstream, these unseen emotional currents flow through the present, influencing relationships, health, and self-perception. By becoming aware of these ancestral imprints, it is possible to break free from cycles that no longer serve and to reclaim personal energy and freedom. Healing begins with a soft acknowledgement of the past, recognizing the struggles faced by those who came before and honoring their strength and resilience. This compassionate stance allows for forgiveness and a release of resentment that may have settled into the heart over time. It also creates space for new narratives, stories of healing, growth, and transformation to emerge. Practices such as guided meditation, journaling, or gentle reflection can help bring these ancestral wounds into light. Visualizing roots that connect to one's lineage, it becomes possible to breathe healing energy into those parts of the family tree that have carried pain for generations. Offering loving kindness to ancestors can dissolve barriers and open pathways for healing not just within oneself, but for future generations. Healing ancestral wounds is not a hurried process. It unfolds at its own pace, with patience and tenderness. It invites embracing complexity with grace and understanding that liberation often comes through acceptance rather than control. Through this healing, a profound sense of peace can be felt, a release from invisible chains and a reclaiming of the wholeness that has always been present beneath the surface. In everyday moments, this healing ripples outward, transforming relationships, fostering empathy, and nurturing a deeper connection to the thread of life that binds all beings together. It becomes a quiet but powerful source of strength and renewal on the path forward. Technique 6. Finding your life mission. Discovering one's life mission is a deeply personal journey that invites clarity and intention in the unfolding years. In Buddhist philosophy, this mission is not necessarily a grand achievement or a public calling, but rather a heartfelt expression of one's true nature and purpose. It is the guiding light that brings meaning and direction, even amidst life's uncertainties. At this stage, finding your life mission involves listening deeply to the inner voice, discerning what brings genuine joy and fulfillment beyond external expectations. It may be rooted in acts of service, creative expression, teaching, or simply embodying qualities like kindness, patience, and wisdom in daily life. The mission becomes a compass, gently steering decisions and inspiring actions that nourish the spirit. This practice encourages quiet reflection to peel back layers of conditioning and distractions, allowing the authentic self to emerge. Questions like, what legacy do I wish to leave? Or how can I contribute to the well-being of others? Can open doors to new insights. These reflections help shift focus from past achievements or regrets toward present possibilities and future aspirations. In Buddhist thought, life mission aligns with the concept of Dharma, the unique path and duties each person carries. Embracing Dharma means accepting the natural flow of one's gifts and challenges and recognizing that each small step, no matter how modest, contributes to a larger tapestry of meaning. Practical steps to find and nurture this mission might include journaling, meditation, or engaging in activities that evoke a sense of purpose. It can also involve seeking connection with communities or causes that resonate deeply, fostering a sense of belonging and shared intention. Finding a life mission is not a fixed destination but an evolving process, one that can shift and grow with changing seasons of life. It brings a renewed sense of vitality and peace, rooted in the knowledge that every day holds the potential to live with meaning and alignment. Technique 7. Cultivating presence. In the Buddhist path, cultivating presence is the art of fully inhabiting each moment with gentle awareness and acceptance. It invites stepping away from the distractions of past regrets or future worries, and instead resting deeply in the here and now. Presence is not about forcing the mind to be silent, but rather allowing thoughts and feelings to arise and pass without judgment, like clouds drifting across a vast sky. As life unfolds beyond 60, cultivating presence becomes a precious practice for savoring the richness of everyday experiences. Whether it is feeling the warmth of sunlight on the skin, listening deeply to a loved one's voice, or simply breathing with full attention, presence transforms ordinary moments into sources of profound connection and peace. This practice encourages slowing down, creating space to notice subtle sensations, emotions, and thoughts that might otherwise be overlooked in the rush of daily life. Through presence, there is a renewed capacity for gratitude, wonder, and acceptance. It opens the heart to the fullness of life, both its joys and its challenges. To cultivate presence, one might begin with mindfulness meditation, focusing gently on the breath or on bodily sensations. When the mind wanders, as it naturally will, it is met with kindness and curiosity rather than frustration. This practice can be extended into daily activities, turning simple routines like walking, eating, or washing dishes into mindful moments. Presence also nurtures emotional healing by inviting the mind to witness pain or discomfort without becoming overwhelmed. This witnessing creates a distance that allows suffering to soften and transform, fostering resilience and compassion. In this state of presence, life's fleeting nature is embraced with openness, and a deep inner calm is found, a calm that carries beyond meditation into every interaction and decision. It is a way of being that honors the sacredness of each moment and the unique journey of every soul. As the years gently unfold beyond 60, life softly encourages a slowing of pace, a turning inward to reflect deeply and to savor each moment with full awareness. It becomes less about rushing toward what comes next and more about honoring the present with reverence, as though each breath carries the sacredness of a final gift. This stage of life holds a unique invitation to move beyond routine, transforming ordinary days into meaningful rituals that nourish the soul and enrich the spirit. Embracing the 7 Buddhist techniques is a pathway to this transformation, a way to awaken from autopilot and step into a more conscious, compassionate way of being. Through mindful reflection, the quiet wisdom of presence, and the healing of ancestral wounds, each day can be woven into a tapestry of intention and grace. These practices invite a softening of the heart, a gentle letting go of what no longer serves, and an opening toward deeper love and peace. In this unfolding journey, life reveals that its true measure is not counted by years or milestones, but by the depth of connection, the authenticity of kindness shared, and the calm that resides within. It is in the simple yet profound moments, the smile exchanged, the silence held, the gratitude felt, that life finds its richest expression. With every step along this path, there is the opportunity to heal old wounds, to embrace change with acceptance, and to walk forward with renewed purpose. Each technique becomes a companion, offering guidance and support as the days grow quieter and the inner light shines brighter. Ultimately, this gentle way of living is a celebration of what it means to be fully human, imperfect, evolving, and deeply connected to the vast web of life. It is an invitation to live not just longer, but wiser and more tenderly, carrying a peace that nourishes not only the self but also all those touched along the way. Thank you deeply for sharing this moment of reflection and openness. Your presence here honors the journey toward greater peace and understanding, and it fills the space with warmth and light. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you to gently press like and subscribe to the channel, so that together we may continue exploring these paths of healing, purpose, and mindful living. Each small act of connection helps create a community rooted in compassion and spiritual growth. Please take a moment to share your thoughts below by writing the mantra, "My purpose guides my every breath, and my life flows in endless harmony." Let this simple yet profound affirmation remind us all of the sacred rhythm that carries us through life's changes, grounding us in intention and grace. Your words can inspire others, deepen your own practice, and ripple kindness into the wider world, creating waves of healing and light. If you know someone who may find comfort or strength in these teachings, consider sharing this video with them. Sometimes, the gentle message we need most arrives through another's voice. By opening your heart to share, you become a bridge of support and encouragement, helping others awaken to their own journey of mindful living and soulful purpose. Thank you for being part of this sacred circle.